Hey guys, welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are in the world. I hope you're doing good. My name is Brianna. Today is Friday, March 27th, and this is going to be a reading for the weekend energies. Energies this weekend, they seem promising. There's a potential or an opportunity to finally break through something that we've been struggling to break through for a really long time, maybe even years, right? So this potential is here, but there are also a lot of illusions, confusions, and delusion that we have to navigate in order to reach this breakthrough. We have a first quarter moon in Leo. This first quarter moon is trining Saturn in Aries and making a sextile to Uranus and Taurus. I'll talk about those aspects a little bit later. But let's start with the first quarter moon. In astrology, the first quarter moon is referred to as the crisis moon, right? It's like an energetic checkpoint, but this energetic checkpoint produces a lot of tension. This moon phase can either make or break our manifestation, right? We have a choice. We're presented with a choice during this phase of whether to persevere, keep going, or to just give up, right? And there's a lot of tension and uncertainty. It's a first quarter moon. It's not fully illuminated. We're starting to see more and more of the full picture, but because we can't see it fully, we may feel like our manifestation doesn't exist, right? And the only path is the path that we're on, right? Decisions made in this energy during a first quarter moon can either make or break a manifestation. There's already something growing, an intention or a seed that was sown under the new moon. It's already growing, right? But because we can't see the fullness of it, or because there is so much tension, it's tricky, right? It's tricky to navigate. Not only that, but in the current energy, there's a strong temptation to choose this dead-end path, right? This dead-end path, I've been referring to it as a death trap path due to a lack of, you guys let me know if you see someone coming behind me, but it's due to a lack of emotional nourishment, and I'm getting the Eight of Cups energy, right? I was just attacked by a wasp. Okay. So the Eight of Cups energy is poisoned soil, right? Nothing can grow here. It's like trying to plant a garden in poisoned soil. Whatever fruit you produce, they're going to be hollow. This pathway, it's a pathway where things go to die, right? And choosing this pathway could potentially kill or stifle your spirit or your Leo energy or your solar plexus energy. So this is going to be your creativity, your optimism, your happiness, your enthusiasm for life. And not only that, your Leo energy or your solar plexus energy, it's your ability to attract, magnetize, and manifest, right? It's like your sun. Your Leo energy is your sun, your happiness, your creativity, your life force. But if your life force is being drained by this dead end path, it's dull, right? Your sun is dull, so it can't attract, magnetize, and manifest. So this path, whatever it is, it's a death trap. I've been calling it a death trap path, but there's heavy pressure, right? There's heavy pressure to choose this path, and I'm getting the 10 of Wands. There's a weight being placed upon you to make this choice and choose this path. You might be feeling burdened or weighed down, but there's also heavy manipulation and intimidation tactics. These tactics are to push you into making this choice or choosing this path. External forces are casting this illusion that this is the only path, right? This is the only path, especially because we can't see the fullness of our manifestation yet, right? We planted a seed during the new moon. As long as we stay aligned with our intention, the seed will continue to blossom, sprout, and manifest. But if we move away from that intention or that seed, if we stop nurturing it, giving it our life force, then it'll die. So these external forces are putting a lot of pressure on us to choose the path that's in front of us. Choose this dead-end path that's in front of us, and creating an illusion that it's the only option, right? I'm getting like the Five of Swords and the Seven of Cups energy. So this is like crown chakra attacks. Attack on the crown chakra, on your mind, mental manipulation, emotional pollution, and confusion. So someone may be giving you false information or feeding you false information, making you feel like you have to choose this path, right? Or making you either question or doubt the path that you've already chosen, like playing tricks on your mind. I'm getting a very like persistent energy. There's that big winged bird again. It's two of them this time. So yeah, like Five of Swords energy, overwhelming situations that block higher wisdom and soul guidance. So you may feel overwhelmed by chaos, conflict, or false information to a point where you can't see a way out. You can't see what's true, right? Seven of Cups energy, confusion, delusion. But the guidance is that you don't have to see, right? You don't have to see the way out. All you have to do is choose. The universe is infinite, you guys, and there are unlimited potentials. There's always more than just one path, even if we can't see the second path. There's always more than just one path, even if we can't see the second path yet, right? Even if the second path isn't immediately visible. If you choose to reject this death trap, this dead-end pathway, and channel your life force energy into the unknown, right? Into that seed of intention that you've already planted, right? If you choose to reject this dead-end pathway and channel your life force into a new option will appear, right? But first you have to untangle your life force from the chaos, the confusion, and the manipulation. So you have to pull your energy back, and I'm getting like the Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords is graceful navigation. She sees the truth and the lie, right? The Queen of Swords sees the truth and the lie, and she's unable to navigate or untangle her mental energies from manipulation and then channel it into a different direction, right? Someplace that will produce like Queen of Swords, like fair and just outcomes for everyone involved. So pull your energy back, you guys. You don't have to argue or even acknowledge someone who's trying to or attempting to feed you bullshit, right? Pull your life force back and reject all options that don't accurately reflect your growth or your soul's true value. And you don't have to tell anyone about your choice. Don't tell anyone about the choices that you're making, because you don't need any outside energies mixing and mingling their thoughts and opinions into your choice, right? If you tell someone like, oh, I'm gonna go this way instead, that opens the door for them to project their doubts, their negative energy into your manifestation, right? It's like alchemy, right? Yeah, it's like a mixing of energies that produce a result. So keep your manifestation pure and amplified by keeping it to yourself, keeping your choices and your decisions to yourself, and keep rejecting pathways, options, and opportunities that just don't align or just can't give you what you need, right? And you may have to continue rejecting, even if you're not rejecting outwardly with your voice. You're rejecting internally with your choice, right? With your truth. This manipulative energy is very persistent, And it may just like keep trying, keep bringing you this information, keep pushing you to make this choice, kind of like trying to guide your life force in the direction that they want you to choose, right? And you're sovereign, right? Your life force energy is sovereign, right? The Emperor is coming to mind. The Emperor guides his own life force, and in turn he creates his own reality, right? So no one outside of you can make these choices for you, and don't allow anyone to manipulate your energy in a direction that doesn't suit you or a direction that doesn't serve you, right? So yeah, the stubborn energy will keep trying, but stand firm in your choice, and the universe has to respond, right? The universe has to open another door or present another option, right? A firm decision made in confidence is powerful, you guys. It has the power to open and close portals. So be firm in your choice, be firm in your decision. Again, don't speak your intentions to anyone outside of you, because that opens the door for them to mix their energies into your manifestation, right? So we have this first quarter moon in Leo, right? This first quarter moon in Leo is making a trine to Saturn in Aries. Saturn is the test, right? And Aries is the new beginning, or the new start, or the new pathway, right? Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So Aries kicks off the new energy, and Saturn in Aries wants to see how we react and respond in crisis, right? We're in the crisis moon phase. So Saturn in Aries, Saturn is like the professor standing in the corner with his clipboard, just taking notes. He wants to see how we react to crisis energy. And it could be, I'm getting like down to the last second, right? There's a pressure trying to push you in a certain direction, and maybe you're like down to the last second. Maybe you have to like go somewhere or move or do something or make a choice. So it's like a intense pressure to push you in a certain direction. Saturn wants to see how disciplined and dedicated you are to whatever it is that you're manifesting. And I feel like I'm speaking like very matter of fact, so I'm sorry if this energy is coming off like harsh, but I don't know, the energy just feels like a lot of pressure, you guys. So Saturn appreciates stoicism and honorable action, right? Saturn appreciates grace under pressure. Saturn appreciates calmness and just like moving like water, right? Skillful navigation when bombs are exploding around you. So act in alignment with your Leo energy, you guys. Leo energy is strength of spirit, right? Strength of willpower, and it's like taming the lower nature. So taming these lower aspects of yourself, alchemizing your shadow and healing your frequency so that your Leo energy can shine bright, right? Remember, Leo is the sun, right? The solar plexus. We don't want this energy dull or polluted with confusion or someone else's energy. I keep feeling someone else's energy trying to like pry, trying to like get in, mix itself in, like Three of Cups. It wants to mix with your manifestation, but this energy is impure, right? And it's going to distort your manifestation. So we want to make sure that our Leo energy is pure, right? And potent, right? So that our manifestation can manifest pure and potently, right? So healing our frequency so that we shine bright. Leo has the willpower to achieve anything, and we can all tap into Leo energy whether or not we have our sun in Leo. You may not have Leo in your top 3. I actually have Leo in my south node. Yeah, so I've just spent a really long time untangling my Leo energy, my confidence, my positive self-expression, my strength of spirit, my ability to choose my own path and go my own way. I just spent a really long time untangling this energy from the South Node, from the past, right? Past life karma, generational karma. So you don't have to have your sun in Leo, but we can all tap into Leo energy. It's an archetype that we can embody, or it's an energy source that we can channel and express outward, right? So we have the moon in Leo, also in communication with Uranus and Taurus. Now this is the opportunity, right? Uranus is a primordial force of divine intervention. So this is like the full energy in the tarot. It's like unpredictable new beginnings, right? So anything can happen. Anything can happen. The moon in Leo is communicating with Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus, unpredictable new beginnings. So Taurus is going to be like material, tangible, real world things, right? Real world starts. So the moon communicating with this Uranus and Taurus energy is creating tangible material change with respect to our current choices, right? So with respect to the choices that, I hear someone behind me. With respect to the choices that we are making in this current energy, things can change tomorrow, guys. It just depends on the choices, our commitment, and our alignment. Just be mindful, you guys. Be mindful of this crisis moon energy. Don't panic. Don't fold. And don't agree to a path that doesn't suit your soul, right? If you know in your soul that this path isn't the right path for you, then don't agree to it out of convenience, or don't agree to it because you feel like there's no other option or there's no other choice. I don't want to say the enemy because I don't feel like we have enemies, right? But opposing forces would really love for you to go down this path where your spirit, your creativity, your positive self-expression is once again stifled, right? So just be mindful. Yeah, that's all I have, you guys. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one.